Hello, social media friends and colleagues. Today we're here at the mall. I believe that when the people don't go to you, you go to the people. And today we are here literally at the ground roots, reaching out and telling people that they can literally get financial freedom through real estate. I've been doing this for 35 years and I have helped literally thousands of families achieve the American dream. The real estate is still going up, it's still appreciating, it's still the best investment that you can think of. I have a lot of friends, a lot of people, one of my sons invested in crypto, they do too well. But when you invest in real estate, even though it's cyclical, but the cycle is always going up. It never, goes down. So I have a couple of my colleagues here. We're going to be here every weekend, but today we wanted to do a soft introduction because when is it the best time to buy real estate? Adelita, come here, please. Tell us, when is it the best time to buy real estate?
5 years ago.
When is the next best time?
Right now. So look at this opportunity. This is going to be your one-stop shop for real estate. If you have any real estate questions, you need a lender, we're going to have Emilio here with Colonial, with Ana helping him. We have, the exposure is going to be very, very good here at the mall. Today, as Mando said, is a soft opening. So we will be here Saturdays and Sundays. This is our spot. And we also have our office manager right here. He's going to...
This is our office manager. We've been working together for over 2 decades. Albert, what has been your experience in helping the community?
It has been my pleasure to help the community, and actually, I love what I do.
Yeah, Albert, I have a question. Out of all the families that you have helped, a lot of now you're working second generation. Third generation. Now, I'm not saying that it's old, okay? Just ceasing. But what is it? What is the feeling that you get when you hand the keys to a homeowner?
It's a great feeling because now I did my job well, and I know I made somebody's life a lot better.
Yeah. Also, while we were here working and talking to different people, we ran into one of the executives of Amazon. So I asked them if he could politely come and say a few words. Can you tell us your name and what it is that you do?
Hi, my name is Daniel and I work for Amazon. I'm one of the regional guys that oversees the maintenance, and I'm interested in buying a house, and I ran across these lovely people who shared a wealth of information and shown me new programs where I could save a lot of money. So I'm going to take a look and see what they have to offer.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
But that's just to prove, if we wouldn't have been here, we would have never met this young man. So sometimes that's why we're told, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be open. So we're knocking and great things are happening. I'm going to ask our lender, he's got a briefcase in the car full of money, ready to give you a loan. Emilio, the floor is yours.
Hey guys, this is Emilio from Colonial Mortgage, and guess what? We have a bunch of programs right now. We have loans with no money down, zero down. We have loans for 18 people that has no social security number, FHA, conventional. To build you a brand new house, we will finance to buy the land and to build your house for only 3% down payment. So we have it all. We are approved in 13 states, so sky is the limit. Give us a call and together we can make your dream come true.
That's right.
Anna, you got something to say.
Well, it's always a great time to buy, no matter what the market, the economy. We're always here to help you, to guide you, to educate, and just to assist you. Have any questions, give us a call. Thank you.
Adrianita, I would like for you to tell us about your experience in selling. If somebody wants to list their home, what are your experience? Has the market stopped? Can you still get them top dollar? Can you still go out there and literally represent them in a way where you keep them in the loop, informed? And what is it you do different than others?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. Communication is always key between the lender, the realtor, and all the parties that are involved in a transaction. Home inspectors, appraisers, so many, people that are involved in a sale of a home. But now that he's giving me an opportunity, there's another service that we can provide here in the one-stop shop real estate, and it is property management. Excellence does have a property management division, which it is head by Albert Sainz here, our office manager. He's here. We have all the information. We have a deal going on right now. You can stop, pick up the flyer, and all the questions Albert is here to answer. So thank you for the opportunity. It's a great time to buy. It's a great time to sell. Experience counts, and it counts every time. Adriana Hesper in the business for over 29 years and easy to find. Please look at my Zillow testimonials, okay? Thank you. And remember, I love referrals.
I want to also make an invitation to all those agents out there, all those realtors that perhaps you don't want to go door knocking. Perhaps you don't like to prospect in a hard way, and you're looking for captive audience. Okay, here we're giving you a platform to where they're literally going to come to you, and basically all we ask is that you get their name and follow up and follow through, and also those that that are already in and they want to step up their game. We also have a program to where if you want to develop a team, I can help you develop that team. We also have a program if you want to open up your own office, we can help you open that office. We have all the systems, all the procedures, everything in place so that when you come in, you're not like wondering what do I do next. Everything is in a very chronological, systematic way to where you can grow and achieve your dreams. Real estate is still a career that you can do and really become something big. I've been in the business over 35 years. I've been coaching and teaching for the last 30. I'm very passionate about doing this. And I want to ask Emilio a couple of questions. If you can come over here, Emilio. Emilio, tell us a little bit. A lot of the lenders out there, they're talking about the new program. When Adriana and I were talking about it, the 20% Calhafa program. But I think that they're giving misinformation. Can you tell us about where that money comes from? Is that money forgivable? Is that you have to pay interest on that money? When you do sell the house down the road, do you give any of the proceeds or you just give it back? I mean, give us a little bit more insight so that we can inform those that are looking into a Calhafa program like this.
Okay. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac got together with the state of California and created a program that is called Dream for All through a system that is called Calhafa. What they do is you have to qualify for the program though, but it's just a regular qualification though. But if you qualify, they will give you 20% for your down payment towards the purchase of the house. Minimum that you can use for down payment is 5%, and 15% could be for closing costs, buy down the rates or whatever you want. My recommendation is use the 20% so you eliminate the famous PMI insurance, which could be a pain in the butt. The loan is a second, but it's a silent second, so you will never ever make payments. However, you're going to share 20% of your equity once you are ready to sell the property. So you got to pay the 20% of the down payment that they lend you in the beginning and 20% of the equity though. But the nice thing about it is that they will have one subordination time, which means that once the rate goes down, which we anticipate mid-June next year, the rate to go down again in the mid-4s, low-5s, then you can refinance. They will subordinate that loan that you don't have to pay back. You can even cash out some money to remodel the kitchen, kids, to go to college, whatever, and you don't have to pay back. The second time that you're trying to refinance or sell the property, then you pay that money back. I mean, it's like your father giving you the money, buy the house and pay me later. That's the same thing to do it. So go ahead and do it.
Yeah, Adriana is someone that's very, very inquisitive, and she's superb in the lending. It's just that she doesn't really like to talk about it. But Adriana, you're representing a buyer. and basically you can borrow 100 grand, zero interest, and down the road when the property appreciates, you share 20% of the profit of the equity. Do you think that's a good investment? I mean, because one of the things that, and I'll get to Emilio back, because he talks about MMI, PMI, and all these things, and we need to explain to the consumer what all those things are and how expensive they could be. And when you're borrowing 100 grand for zero, and then there's nothing free in life. But this is a good thing, because with 20% down, everything is cheaper now. I have a question for you, and we were talking about this yesterday. Do you think it's a good thing for a buyer? No money, they come in and they borrow 100 grand, zero interest, please.
The answer is simple and in one word. Absolutely. Yes, if you want more details, we have Emilio here to answer the questions, but absolutely is the only way in this country to create wealth, right? Real estate. Real estate is a long-term investment, and this is a great opportunity for those people out there that are thinking that, stop paying rent, right? Fire the landlord, right? So this is absolutely, that's the answer. It's the best time to use that program. Thank you.
And the other good point,
Por favor,
the other good point is that, let's say you qualify for a $400,000 property. With this new program, now you can jump all the way to 550, 575. So it will take you from 2 bedrooms, 1 bath to 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, or from the city that you don't want to live at to the city that you're going to move and retire from there. So it's an amazing opportunity.
One of the things when you do the math, and I'm going to put Emilio on the spot. Emilio likes to be on the spot. Okay, you have a $500,000 payment versus a $400,000. Okay, what's the gap on that monthly?
Depends on the program, but if you go FHA,
Well, yeah,
if you go FHA, it'll be $120. If you go 20% down, it's about $40.
Okay.
It's a huge difference.
So, on a $100,000 payment, I buy a house for $100,000. How much is my payment?
A house for $100,000?
I buy a house for $100,000. How much is my payment?
20%
No.
Just
Just you're getting me a loan for 100 grand.
Okay.
How much is my payment?
About $650 a month.
Okay. So you take 650 away from 500, right? And I buy the $500 home, and I give the 100,000. So my balance is 400. So I'm already taking out how much? 600 and what?
650.
Okay, 650. Generally speaking, every 100,000 is about 600, more or less, principal and interest. So if you multiply that in 10 years, that 20% that you're giving, is that worth it?
It is.
Now, can you explain to us, like a government-sponsored enterprise, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, these are entities that people need to know, like PMI and MIP. Can you share with us what does that do for the consumer, and why the United States is the country, the amazing country that it is because of this program?
Yes. Okay, there's 3 players in the game, the big ones: Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Ginnie Mae. Ginnie Mae is sponsored by HUD, which is the government loans, FHA, VA loans, okay? Veteran loans. And then Fannie and Freddie work with the consumers, just like a regular banks, like Bank of America, Chase, us. Any bank will sell the loans to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which they are the ones that control all the money. All these entities have an agreement with insurance companies, which is called PMI, private mortgage insurances, and they are just the security of the loan. So if you don't invest 20% or more into the buying of your house, then they will secure their money with this type of insurances. Now, PMI can be moved from between 3 to 5 years. FHA is fixed for 11 years. So it's just a security from the banks that if the consumer don't pay the house, this insurance will make the payment for themselves. So the bank will never lose money though. It's only the consumer that are going to lose the money if they can make the payments. That's what it is.
Yeah, to me, this is so important to educate the consumer, and we have a responsibility. I serve on the California Association of Realtors as a director, And to me, I participate in this thing to where we literally advocate for people for home ownership. And to me, helping families own a home is like the number one thing. And during COVID, the reason we would declare essential workers were because we do provide an essential service to our communities. People need food, they need water, and they need shelter. Adrianita, I'm going to ask you, what has been your experience with a lot of the people? I mean, now you're working with some third generation clients. What have been your experience with a lot of the people that they bought a home, they got it to where they couldn't afford it, and then their income went up, the house stood the same, and then they went and bought a second one, and you have a few clients like that. What is their experience financially? Does that bring security to the family?
Yes, it does. Many people, that own a home, their equity ranges between $250,000, $300,000. The money that a renter has saved, they're lucky to have $3,000, $6,000 in the bank. So there is a huge difference. It makes sense to find out if you're qualified to purchase a home, and it doesn't cost anything. You can make a phone call to Emilio, you can call me, and we will figure it out within hours what you qualify for. Or if you have trouble with your credit, many people stay away from purchasing a home because they believe their credit is shot. Well, if it is, we can work on the solution. We can give you homes, so you will become a homeowner.
I do want to say, and this is why I asked our lender Emilio to come in. Emilio, he's what we call a portfolio lender. He has money out of the portfolio to make the loans. There are so many ways to buy a home. It's not just a one size fits all. You can do what is called an 80-10-10. You can do, where you have the owner carry. You can get into some creative things also where you have the seller make concessions and have the interest rate buy down so that people can get it. What are some of the other innovation ways that you can think of to get a buyer into a home immediately? Give us a couple of scenarios.
Yeah, we just got approved for another loan that is fantastic though. It's an FHA, it's called FHA lookalike because FHA, which is the government, created another system that is called TRIO, T-R-I-O. TRIO is a government entity that will represent the buyer to purchase the property on their behalf, and they will transfer the property to you. That means that if you don't qualify right now because your income or because your credit or because whatever regulations, or because you have an IT number, which is no social security number, they buy the property for you, but you own the property, you claim it on your income taxes, on the interest and the taxes. You're the owner of the property, you're the owner of the equity, and once you're ready to pay them off and transfer the property to yourself, then you can refinance and do that. I mean, that for me, amazing. And it's only 3.5% down payment of the purchase price.
Adrianita, I'm going to ask you, you want to talk about the magazine and some of the stuff that we do to, what makes us different than our competitors? What are some of the marketing? I mean, what does the magazine represent? How many do we print? What's the distribution? Can you share with us?
Okay, yeah, I believe we have a lot of marketing tools that we can offer to new realtors. The magazine, Excellence Magazine, is one of them. It's 300,000 magazines printed every month, and their distribution is in the 4 counties: LA, Orange County, Riverside, and San Bernardino County. I think that's a great help for a seller, and it's a marketing tool for realtors. We also provide door hangers. Just listed how much is your home worth, just sold, pending. I think that's another asset. We have continued open door policy without broker at any time. He takes your phone call up until midnight. Believe me, I know this. Up until midnight, people call and he answers the phone. Always. You would think that a broker, no, but he will always answer the phone. We have a great manager. We have a great marketing person in our office, Claudia. She does a fantastic job. And many more. We have a trainee once a month. We just hire a coach, okay? And this coach Bowman, the professor, he's online in a Zoom call from 8 to 9 a.m. every Friday. You know, just so many things to mention.
Just to interrupt you a little, okay. You have a lot of people that teach you how to sell, they want to coach you, but the results are not there. Coach Chris, what are his results? Is he sharing from a position of just reading or from a position of doing?
And this is a great point. You know, people out there giving classes to people how to sell. Guess what? Have they sold anything in life? They never have, right? But this person, the coach that we hired, the professor, he is a producer of $35 million a year. So the experience is coming from somebody who's down in the trenches, and they can bring us the reaction of the community and tell us how to respond, and really great training.
You know, we are a reflection of the people that we surround ourselves with. And today we are surrounded by some phenomenal people. This is just like a brief synopsis of all the great things coming up. In closing, Albert, what would you like to say, sir?
I'd like to say this is becoming an awesome marketing tool for us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I like the atmosphere here, and having a lender here, it's great. So that's it.
Emilio, what would you like to say in closing?
Well, it's a great time to buy. Rates are not as great as people will expect, but they're still affordable. There's many programs for you to become a homeowner right now, and with this talent that we have right here to put you in the right property with the right loan, you are in good hands.
Anita, what would you like to say in closing?
Before we go, I'd like to mention our videographer, Michael Olsen. He does a great job. Many of our realtors use him for properties listing photos. Very professional. So if you want to find out his information, you can call us. You can find him on Facebook. He's all over social media. Michael Olsen. But everyone out there, please try to find out if you qualify to purchase a property. You owe it to yourself. And here we are, just ready to serve. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, in closing, first I'd like to, again, second, third, and fourth, the motion about Mr. Olsen. He is one of the best videographers, plus he's part of our cast of the program that we do, Network of Champions. And this is just something that if you haven't gone, you need to go, because we're bringing some of the world-renowned speakers, and we're bringing you a lot of knowledge and information and education to bring that best out of you. I just want to close with one thing, is I like to write, and one of the principles of Napoleon Hill is imagination. Imagination is a tool that comes from above, and it has to do with images, the images that you portray in your mind. And those images will get you to places that you've never been. There's a difference between sight and vision. Sight, you're limited to just what you can see. Vision, you have no cap. And all of us here, we have a vision where we're going to have a lot of people become homeowners, where we're going to have a lot of realtors and lenders be and go to your community to make our world better. Anyways, thank you. God bless. Remember your ABCs. Always be closing. Thank you.